Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carlene. So happy to have you here. And this video is, of course, the week ahead. It's that time of the week again. So let's get to it and see what's coming up for you in your week ahead. So this is going to be a pick a card reading. So you want to choose a number, take a deep breath in, and then choose your number from 1, 2, 3, or 4. And let's get started. And I'll leave you for a moment here just to get your number. And let's go. Okay, so you chose your number, and I'm starting off, of course, with number 1. And let's see what your message is for the week ahead, what's coming up for you, what you need to know. And we're starting off with your spiritual help and pointers. So, what is a pointer that you need to hear and you need to know right now? What is it that group number 1 needs to hear or needs to know at this moment? What is it that group number 1 needs to hear or know at this moment? Group number 1 watching this video. There we go. So the card that comes up for you is the frog and the lotus. And the frog and the lotus is like, this is such a cute energy. It's, of course, springtime energy, but it's also showing a metamorphosis, it says here at the bottom. So this is transformation and change. The frog is traditionally seen as a healer, as a healing energy, and also quantum jumps in your healing, because the frog can just jump from one to the next. And so it feels as if there's a quantum leap that is going to happen for you during this week. There's something coming up where, you're really jumping from the low to the high. And what I mean by that, the lotus flower is a classic symbol, a classic symbol of growing from the mud at the bottom and needing the mud at the bottom to grow, needing that muck, needing that ick, but growing up towards the light and then blooming and blossoming in the light, but never forgetting the lessons, what you've learned and where you come from, because those lessons lead you into the light. So here we have this quantum jump energy into the light. This is going to be a phenomenal week for those of you that chose number 1. Wow, I'm excited to see what the tarot cards are going to say. So there's tremendous healing that is coming in for you this week, number 1, on so many different levels. Of course, the levels where you feel it is most needed, right? Obviously. So let's see what this week is bringing you for pile number 1, please. Pile number 1. What is this week bringing pile number 1? The overall energies this week for you, pile number 1, are the Ace of Coins. So we've got money and opportunities coming your way, and the Seven of Wands. So you may have been feeling like you've had to battle it on your own. You've had to fight your way forward on your own. You've had to do things, struggle. You were in survival. You were in struggle consciousness. Maybe you were in a struggle love situation and your relationship was, it's surviving based on your input and you struggling to make things happen. So there's some kind of struggle around getting your basic needs met or your basic emotional wants met as well. And it feels as if this is coming into healing this week. So what this week is about for you, number 1, is the 9 of Coins, gaining your independence, gaining your strength, feeling strong, feeling independent, feeling worthy, feeling as if, okay, maybe I made mistakes in the past, maybe I did some wrong decisions, maybe I shouldn't have invested in this relationship, place, person, thing, but I did, okay, and I learned my lesson and I'm now moving forward on it. So I'm getting this energy of retaining lessons and retaining the value out of things that went wrong in the past, but moving forward, and this is your quantum jump, being able to jump from one lily pad to the next and take it from there. Okay. What you're no longer focusing in on is, and I have to do this with YouTube. There we go. So what your note is, the Page of Wands is gossip, hearsay, and what other people say. People have an opinion to everything, and everybody's telling you what you should think about yourself, what you should feel about your actions, what you should do. And people are just focused on the outer all the time. And it feels like this is finally coming to a close for you where you just don't care anymore. You really don't care what other people say about what you should do, who you should be, how you should show up as. Nothing. You don't care. And it feels as if this is almost dropping away. You're not hearing those messages anymore. You're not tapping into that vibration anymore. You're not tapping into that frequency anymore. You're letting it all go. And so your next step or your next experience is the Three of Swords. This may go in with some pain, some painful realizations. That's what the Three of Swords is. The three swords of mentality, of the mind, piercing into the heart. So what was believed, what was hoped for, what was deeply desired, this is all being revealed to you now, and you're understanding why you did things a certain way, why you saw things a certain way, but also why you let certain people in that you shouldn't have. Okay. So a new beginning, and this is what we're seeing with a frog, is this quantum leap in your understanding of your situation and yourself. Okay. This is the Fool. And unfortunately, I have to do like this, but the Fool is written at the bottom. I think you can see Fool, right? There we go, Fool. So the Fool card, as you know, new beginnings, fresh starts, open-heartedness, and just letting things be where they may. Your advice card is the Ace of Swords. Decide to do this. If you feel like, okay, I get it, I should be there, but I'm not, it's a decision away. A lot of times our changes that we create internally and that we experience on the inner level come through decisions, okay? We simply decide this is not the pathway that I want to go down. We get angry at someone. This is not the pathway that I want to go down, how I respond to someone. So I give myself the time to respond instead of react, right? So a lot of times it's our inner decision that is holding us back. And the advice is to get clear, get really clear on what's going on inside of you emotionally, and clear it up, right? Make the decision, I'm going to heal. Make the decision, I'm going to respond differently. Make the decision, I am going to take this quantum jump. I'm going to take this quantum leap. This is going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. And you'll see that things are going to be changing for you. So this week, I'd say for pile number ones, it's really all about your decisions. It's what you decide to do, and you can make this jump. You can have this jump happen for you in a sense just by deciding, I am going to quantum leap. I am going to quantum jump. I'm no longer going to stay stuck in my patterns of the past. I am going to jump into a bright, new, shiny future. Okay. So that's what's coming up for you this week. And it really feels as if you are going to also be experiencing that the right people for you are going to be surrounding you now. You don't have to listen to those people in the past who are cutting you down, who are telling you all sorts of bad things or wrong things about yourself, who are trying to, keep you low or keep you smaller than they were, and who you kind of threatened. Like, that's not on your plate anymore. You can totally relax just by making this decision. This is not what I'm going to be or who I'm going to be anymore, and jump into your new self, into your new experience. Decide, I am going to do what it takes to heal, to change, to transform. And alone, this intention is going to get you on track of where you're supposed to and where you need to be. Okay. All righty, moving on. Let's get to it. And those of you that chose number 2, what's coming up for you for this week ahead? What is the energy that is coming up for you for the week ahead? What is the energy coming up for you for the week ahead, please? Okay, we've got joy. Joy number 2. This is the ladybug and the sugar pea, snow peas. I think that is it. Okay, the sweet pea. Sweet pea. I keep, the ladybug and the sweet pea, and it says here joy. And it feels like there's joy in the little things that is coming up for you this week. Some of you may need to watch your sugar, okay? Like either you're eating too much sugar or you're not allowing yourself any sugar whatsoever, any sweetness in your life. And you need to watch the balance of that. Where do you get sweetness in your life from? Where do you draw from to find the sweet little joys? It's time to pay attention to the details in your life again. Are you one of those people who walk through the streets, and when I ask you at the end of your walk, what did you see? What did you notice? And if you said nothing, or if you pull a blank when I ask, was there a store here? You know that you're not paying attention to the little details in your life that should and would bring you joy. So it's time to honor again those things that bring that sweetness into your life and into your experience. It's okay to feel joy in life. It's okay to experience sweetness in life. We're meant to also feel that, not only but also. And it's important to have all these emotions in balance. But it's almost like you've totally cut it out of your life for whatever reason. You're not allowing yourself these simple joys. So do something today after hearing this message that will bring you a sweetness or a small joy into your life, or give someone else a small joy, which will give you a small joy, right? So I don't know, maybe get yourself an ice cream or pat yourself on the back, or but give yourself a break, because the problems that you have are kind of weighing. And even if you lift it up for a second, you just take a deep breath in, and you have something, it doesn't have to be a whole bunch of sweet, but just a little tiny bit. And then you go back to your problems, right? They're not going to go anywhere until you clear them up. But sometimes you'll realize that there was no problem once you've done that. And then the problem disappears on its own because it didn't really exist to begin with. So there's something about bringing joy and sweetness back into your life and bringing that into balance, pile number 2. And this may be the week for you to start some new habits, start some new ways of going about things, start some new ways of seeing things. So let's see here what's going on. The week ahead, for those that chose number 2, you've got the overall energies, the moon. You've been like too locked in fear and stress and anxiety. And you've got the 3 of coins, which is focusing on working through this. Maybe you're one of those that is also excessively focused on working through the shadow. Now, part of the problem with spirituality and New Age is it can lead into a kind of, if you take it all the way to the other end, it can be detrimental as well. Everything in life needs to be balanced, right? So for you, you need to find the balance, because it feels like some of you have been diving deep into doing all the shadow work, deep into digging into yourself, deep into digging into someone else maybe, and doing a lot of work, investing work. And there's so much investment that you're now afraid that this is not going to pay off, or you're afraid you're not good enough, or you're afraid it's not going to fruit anything, or this all doesn't work. And it's time to step away from that. Your mind has gone out of control and is trying to get into spaces where the mind cannot go. So let's see what's coming up for you. 10 of coins. It feels like this is a solid week where you're able to experience safety, security, and stability, where this is really on the map for you. So it feels as if this is a week where you're maybe connecting with family, or you're connecting with someone who's near and dear to your heart. And this connection is giving you a feeling of stability, safety, and security. What you're no longer focused on, what is phasing out, is the hermit. So it could be that you're no longer focusing on isolating yourself and just learning things in dry rote, but now it's time to apply what you've learned through new connections, through new relationships and get-togethers as well. Balance. I kept feeling balance and I kept bringing it up, right? Here's the Temperance card, which represents balance, okay? Is what's coming next for you. And then we have the 2 of coins, okay? Two of Coins is again a balancing card, balancing energy. It may be that you're going to have to balance two things, two ways of seeing things, two ways of perceiving things. Some of you may be connected with people where you just can't see eye to eye, and you're going to have to let that stand in the room. It's just the way it is. You can't change it. And you're just going to have to deal with it being there. And you're going to learn that we're moving into a consciousness, or we already are in a world of consciousness where it's not either or, black and white, it's and also, right? And also. So there's this bridge of being able to let things be that are absolutely opposed to each other. And then we have the Five of Cups. The advice to you from the tarot is to work out the grief that you have, okay? There's a lot of grieving that you still haven't released out of your system, out of your body, out of your aura field. And the only way to release grief is to grieve. And so it's time for you to really let it out. Whatever it is that you're grieving, whatever it is that you're looking back on, this is the week to really work it out and to release it from your energies. And once again, don't forget to really allow yourself some sweetness in life. And any, not excessively when it comes to food, y'all. Like, please don't take this to the extremes, okay? But allow yourself some sweetness, as in the joy, focusing on what does work, focusing the people that are there for you, that do help you, that do offer things to you, that do support you, focusing on all these other energies than the ones that are breaking you down or tearing you down. Okay. All righty. So let's move onwards to those of you that chose number 3. What's coming up for those of you that chose number 3? Number 3, what's coming up for you? Number 3, those that chose number 3, please. Number 3. Hey, oh wow. Number 3, this is a spiritual week for you. You've got the snail and the blueberry. And it says here, trust in the invisible. Okay. Snail and the blueberry. And for you, I'm just going to get this booklet because, of course, it's already talking to me, but I want to make sure, because sometimes there's some messages in what the artist put into the cards that for some reason I don't want to miss with you. So this is about being determined and taking things one step at a time. And there's the geometric spiral in the house of the snail and how it's all connected to the spiral of life. And how we always, so that's what I was looking for. See, that's what I was looking for. How we associate the snail and the blueberry with smallness and no value or low value. And yet the blueberry is one of the most powerful berries, and it offers food to humans as well as animals that live in the forest. And so snail and blueberry are inviting to honor what lies underneath the surface and put trust into that which you cannot see. And the question is, have I won sometimes listening to my inner voice? So with the snail and the blueberry, what I'm feeling coming up, it's almost as if you may be on a search for something deeper. You may be on a search for something deeply profound. And it feels almost as if you're underestimating yourself, or you're worried that you're not enough, you're not big enough, or you don't have what it takes to connect spiritually. Maybe you're trying to grow spiritually. Maybe you're trying to develop your spiritual gifts. Maybe you're trying to be spiritually talented in some way and just explore what there is for you. And you have the feeling that I can't do it. And I'm not good enough, or I don't have what it takes, or there's something, I'm not developed enough on a soul level or in my inner self. And so you're kind of putting yourself down or on this low level, and it's hard for you to trust your inner voice, your intuition. It's hard for you possibly to even feel that in some cases with some of you, or it's hard for you to express that in a way that makes you feel like, oh, wow, that really came from a deeper place. It didn't just come from my mind. So it feels as if you're on a spiritual path this week, and you're taking it one step at a time, and you've been slowly adding to your growth. You've been slowly pushing yourself forward, but you've also been keeping your cards very close to your chest. So whoever this is, you're not putting it out there that this is what you're doing and that you're really spiritually developing. It's almost like you're keeping it very close to your chest, not really letting others know what you're doing or what you're about. Okay. So let's see this week ahead. What does Spirit have to say to you in regards to that? And we've got the Ace of Coins again and the Lovers. So a tangible experience or new opportunity is coming your way, which is going to allow you to feel and see the connection that you have, the eternal connection that you have between this life and what is beyond the veil. And it just feels as if whatever is your your insight, your intuition is really going to go off the charts. Okay. Let's see, we've got the Five of Coins. Again, it's reiterating, this snail with the blueberry here. You feeling low down on yourself, you not really feeling like you're part of that club, whatever that club is for you. Two of Cups. Now, not for all of you is this going to be a spiritual message, though. For some of you, it has to do with relationships, and it has to do with someone that you're disconnected from and that you're hoping to bring back into your life, or that you're hoping to bring deeper into your life. Then you've got the Seven of Wands as well, fighting on your own. And you've got the Six of Coins, facing karma, or you're wondering, is this a karmic situation for me? And the Four of Swords here, which is rest and peace. Okay. Things are not moving fast enough for you, number three. It feels as if there's a lot you're working on inner development, inner growth, personal growth. And it has to do with the relationships that you have, or you not being in a relationship, you not being in a relationship with a significant someone, and you feeling maybe it's because I need to work on myself. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not worthy of the relationship that I'm looking for. And so you've been investing into making yourself worthy, but you're still coming up short in your own sight. You still focus on what's not right with you rather than what is right with you. So there's this feeling of I need to heal, and it just feels as if you may be still stuck on a past relationship, number three, on something that hasn't fully ended, or you haven't fully found closure from it. But you're kind of resentful of the fact that you have to go it alone. And you're wondering, when is my opportunity coming? Now, this week, it feels as if the opportunity for you is actually to deepen your spiritual connection, okay? And it feels as if that it's time for you to trust in your life and not in the life of someone else, because it's almost as if some of you might be looking to connect with other people on a deep, deep, deep level because you don't know what to do with your own life. And you're feeling like, if I'm with somebody else, then I'll have the safety and the security to discover myself. But you can discover yourself at any time, in any, wherever you are, you're discovering yourself, right? So it's not too good, and it feels as if spirit, it's not too good to think that you need someone else to live life, and spirit's almost showing you can do this on your own. And it almost feels as if when you stop the resistance and you go into the flow of this is what my life is now, and this is who I am, and this is what I'm about, and you're discovering yourself and falling in love with yourself, then all of a sudden you're in the right place, right time for the relationship of your dreams to manifest for you. So you can't see it as a reward though, because some people immediately their brains equate that. I've said that a couple of times, and their brains totally turn this into if I do the right thing and if I do the hard work, then the reward will be the relationship that I'm looking for. It doesn't work like that. And this is why so many people are disappointed and get jaded because they feel like, oh, I put in the work. It's not about putting in the work and earning your love. It's not about putting in the work and earning this relationship. You've already earned it. You're already valuable. It's about releasing the blocks to love, as Marianne Williamson has stated, that we have put up or that you have put up to the love that you are destined for, that you are actually, that was intended for you, right? And it's not even about doing the right thing. It's about putting your awareness and bringing your consciousness into a different frequency so that that frequency can manifest. So if you can stop seeing it as a reward for hard-earned work on yourself, for turning yourself into a better version of you, then you're on the right track, right? It's about learning to love yourself as you are now, with all your infallibilities, with all your imperfections, or what you perceive as imperfection, and really getting to know yourself, the true you, and then moving forward with that. So this week is going to be a massive shift in that understanding for you. Something's going to click, the coin is going to drop, and you will have the opportunity to move forward in a more beautiful way. Okay, moving on to pile number 3. Oh, 4, sorry. Pile number 4. Pile number 4. Pile number 4. Okay, and what's coming up this week for pile number 4? Pile number 4. Let's see here. Nope, it's this one. Okay. Pile number 4, who wants, oh, the mouse and the buttercup. And this says innocence. Oh, how pretty. It says here innocence. Now, there's not much to say to innocence. You can see the lightness and the playfulness with which the mouse runs across the buttercups. And mice have had a bad rap, but they're deeply sensitive creatures. Their naked tail is like an antenna telling them everything about everything, as well as their whiskers, the hair that covers their body, their ears, and so they get a lot of information, and they utilize this information in a way to bring benefit, of course, to their own lives, protection, but also to their offspring and loved ones. Now, the buttercup, they dot the flower, they dot the meadows, and are known to be really cute little beautiful happy little yellow flowers. So let me just, she actually started the deck with this card. It carries the Fool energy, and that's what she writes is just like the Fool in the tarot, the mouse and the buttercup are at 0. So both symbols represent the beginning of a journey, and it reminds us that we have to learn a lot. So mice are grounded and innocent, but they are also extremely determined and extremely flexible and chameleon-like. And the buttercup is also very humble and innocent. It connects to childhood and play, right? And to have a kind of not knowing or not being able to understand more complex thought processes, especially when they're rooted in negativity. So this expectation of goodness, right? This expectation of goodness. So it feels like a playful week for you, number 4s, and also a very creative week. This could be a week of new endeavors, new beginnings, new starts, getting out there, doing things a different way than you've done them before. And let's see what the messages are from the tarot. The overall energy for you, yes. Sensitivity, we've got the Queen of Cups, making sure she's all covered. The Queen of Cups, and you've got the Three of Swords, moving on from heartbreak that you weren't expecting or weren't seeing coming. Okay. Then we have the Ace of Wands, finding a new beginning. This is all about new beginnings for you this week. We've got the Magician, releasing a control factor, needing to know, needing to control. And we've got the King of Wands. So there may be a new person coming into your life, but also a new determination. Whatever you're facing this week, you should face it with determination. By the end of the week, you will have more opportunities open to you with a Two of Coins. And the advice card is standing up for yourself. Seven of Wands keeps popping up throughout these readings. So I'm reading for very independent people that have been standing up for themselves. Okay. So what I'm picking up here is you're healing, number four. You're healing from something that took you really to the edge where you felt like, wow, this is all darkness and I want no part of it. And it's you saying that I want no part of it took you back from the edge. That's what I'm feeling. And you were able to regain your innocence almost, or that's what you're doing now, is regaining your innocence, regaining your hope, regaining a positive outlook on life, regaining a outward, what have you, but it feels great. And it feels like this week you can really put yourself out there exactly how you always wanted to and show up in your light, show up in your brightness, show up in your strength, show up in your beauty, show up in your, I don't know what, but open aura and just glow and shine all the way through. And it feels as if your time of working alone has come to an end, but the thing is now you have to learn to work again with others. So it could be that you're, I don't know, starting a project, you're starting a new business. It could be that you're moving in together with someone the end of this month and you're already prepping, but mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. But it feels as if this time that you spent grieving someone or something has now come to an end. You're ready. You're ready for the next chapter. You're ready for the new beginning. You're ready to move on from this constant, healing negativity, and you found your playful innocence again. You're ready to radiate that out this week, and it will bring fruit. It will bring joy back in for you. So it's really a fantastic message for you, number four, for the week ahead. Shine as brightly as you can. Don't hold yourself back. Throw yourself into the opportunities that come your way. Say yes to life, and good things are coming your way. I also see for some of you a new beginning, a new relationship. Someone who comes into your life sweeps you off your feet. It just feels as if this is the energy for you. It's a very romantic, passionate, heady springtime energy that just brings newness into your life. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to working with you one-on-one. If you would like your personal reading so we can deep dive into what's really coming up for you specifically in your life story and what potentials are there for you to be able to expand on those, what the best way forward for you is, if you need help making decisions on a specific topic, if you need to find out about someone and how their influence can impact your life, don't hesitate to reach out, okay? Book your session with me today. Talk to you soon. Bye.